Hey everybody, this is Erin Lincoln for Make It Monday and Paper Tray Ink. I'm here to show you how to take your dies and press them into your project and use the resulting lines as a guide to watercolor or add coloring medium like I did here on this project. I used the new Pony cover plate die right there. As you can see, it's very intricate. And I impressed it into my white panel. And we're going to go ahead and do that right away. Now, I'm assuming you all know how to emboss with the die. If you don't, we have a Make It Monday video for that very early on, probably in the first 10 to 15. So hopefully I can link that up for you. But you use your rubber mats and your B plates on the Cuttlebug. Whatever machine you have, you're going to have to adjust accordingly. Now take an A2 size cardstock panel, and that's the exact same size as this cover plate, and as long as I don't have any white showing, I know I have it perfectly lined up. Go ahead and run it through, and instead of cutting, it's kind of springy on those mats and just impresses the lines from the die onto it. And there you can see it. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my water brush. I love these because you can suck up water in the well, and it's almost like using a marker, but with paints. So I'm going to fill it with water, and I have some very old watercolors. They are twinkling H2Os, and they have a little bit of shimmer to them, and I'm just using my water brush to fill up the well and get some pigment on my brush. And those lines that are created with the impression from the cover plate, I am just filling in with color from my paint. It's really super simple, but it's a great way to use these really intricate cover plates. Okay, I'm going to give you a little hint here, especially on this flower. There's some overlap between the leaf and the petal. They share the same line. And so how I'm deciding to color that is I'm envisioning that the flower is above the leaf. So the edge is going to be the flower. The leaves are underneath, so you wouldn't necessarily see the edge of the leaf. And that is why on those shared edges, I am using the pink for the flower. That's very specific to this cover plate, but I just thought I would mention it. Now another thing that you might notice is there is a 1/4 of an inch border all the way around. All the cover plates have this, and in order to work around that, I am just imagining that cut line goes completely straight across. And so I'm taking my color and my pigment right up to that line, but not over it, because I'm going to use this A2 panel. This is just slapping it right on an A2 card with no trimming. Okay, so obviously I did that really sped up, but you get the point. You just fill in those lines, and you can do this on any cover plate. And now I'm just going to add some regular watercolors. Let this dry, and I'm just filling it in. This is a very forgiving thing to do. I am by no means an artist, and I can make this look good. That's what's so fun about the watercolor. It's just very, very forgiving. And again, I love my water brush because all I have to do is squeeze. It's like I'm almost using a marker, like I'm using my Copics. Okay, I'm going to go back over with a darker color pink here. I've just given this some color. The real technique was painting along those lines initially with this twinkling H2Os. The other good thing about watercolor is, in general, they have these big, bold strokes, and you can see the edges of the color, and that's just really forgiving, and it's part of the look. So you can have these very clearly defined edges, and it still looks great. Okay, there's the pink, and I'm just going to fill in the green here. So this technique, you can use it with all the cover plates. I think any of the dies that are words would look really good. Anything that's very intricate. We have some snowflakes, some doily dies. Just use your imagination as to what you're going to use, and of course, we'd love to see. Okay, now that this is completely dried, we're just going to go ahead and finish up the card. Now, when you are applying water to cardstock, you get a lot of warping. And the way to combat that is just to use a lot of adhesive. You don't give that paper any chance to buckle when you adhere it down. So I'm just going to cover the back of this very well with my HTG gun. Probably, much more than I would normally. Just line it up. And once it's all pressed down, which I like to do from the back, I'm going to flip it over here in a second. Just feel like this gives me less of a chance to mess up the front. There we go. No warps, no bends. It works really well. Alright, we're just going to finish this off. A little bit of a vellum strip and a raspberry fizz strip of cardstock. I do like using a little bit of vellum, and I'm making sure my adhesive is going to be where it is hidden by the cardstock. It's the only problem with vellum. Watercolor and vellum, they both have little tricks. I'm going to adhere that down, and then I'm going to use some more new product. I didn't get to use everything in the release, so it was nice to have this opportunity. I have the Wet Paint Cuts 3. And I'm going to take the word smile. And I have 2 die cuts from the Building Blocks collection and the Building Blocks stamp set. I did have to selectively ink that bottom one. It does say smile you gave me, and I had to not ink up the smile because the smile is from the Wet Paint Cuts. So it's a new way, finding different ways to use your words and your sentiments. Just adding a little bit of glue. This is a really fine needle tip glue bottle. It's something I fill myself. Look for a quilling bottle or an oiler's bottle if you want to buy something like this. And I fill it up with Elmer's quick dry glue, and I love it. If I lose it, I would be completely out of luck. I would have to buy some more. I would make a special order just to get one of these things. Okay, and I'm just adhering these. They are heat embossed in white. And I am pushing them up against the edge of the word smile because I almost want it to look like it's one big die cut. And so I'm going to slip it under the L there for smile. And I'm going to be all done. Alright, there we go. Really easy technique, a new way to use your dyes, an easy way to watercolor and make it look like you have some artistic talent. And there's both my cards, the one I did before and the one I just did here on film. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'm looking forward to seeing your creations this week. Bye-bye.